So cute, right? Stand up. When I stand up, it's way much more cuter. It's a petal fashion. By the way, I wasn't gonna say about that, but so let's see how many of you remember exactly everything that I told you last summer. All I'm doing is like what I did last summer. The only difference is like that I was highly drugged at the time and you were not, right? I don't know how many of you were like so totally sober, totally healthy state, but I was highly drugged illegally. I hated drugs. And now I'm totally fine. Mm? That's the only difference. By the way, I don't think Chekan and Matthew were drugged last summer. It means I work way much faster than these dude at least. In the condition that they are not drugged and I was highly drugged. When you are drugged, you cannot think correctly. That's how powerful I am. Okay? And now I can say they are my external hard drive from A to Z. I'm 100% sure since I'm the God, inclusive God, I have all of external hard drive from A to Z, which means they are like one of my external hard drive. So technically, it's more like colleagueship rather than relationship. But you gotta remember, if you wanna be my external hard drive, you should not do that. You gotta remember that you and Chekan, you are athlete, and I'm the brain. Yesterday, I said a bunch of things. You know that's true, right? You should never fuck with my fragile physical capability. Actually, my strength was like, it is checked that my strength right now, gripping strength is less than 5-year-old kid. Because I got hurt that much. And you should not joke about it. Check on the Matthew. They are still staying here. So, if you wanna be my tribe or like my potential partner or whatever that is, you gotta share information with this dude. There's no fucking way. But I don't mean that I like them, but it is not that enemy than these people. There is no love or like a friendship. It's only about interest, Anyway, a lot gone. So let's check how many of you remember all this shit. So I just like I did last summer when they are spreading fungus. Even if they are not spreading, their existence is fungus itself. You gotta always remember this process. So I applied all the after dry sauna, steam sauna. Last summer we didn't do that shit, right? We upgraded because I'm not drugged. And then you gotta apply oil because when you cleanse all that shit, you gotta shut the follicle, and that kind of shit, which is some kind of portal, which communicated with the environment. So you are sharing information between environment and you. when you are like opening the portal, which is your follicle and pore of your skin, and like that, when you're opening your portal like that, the environment give you information like that, like gray hair. When you have gray hair, when you open the follicle and they receive the information about your environment, that's either natural or like your crib, they receive information, okay, and your body processes it. Your body is a computer, right? It's processing it from toe to head, and then they read the information and analyze and show with the gray hair, yeah, and other body parts acne, yeah. That's how you interact with the environment. So technically, that when Korean people are like pouring toxic little amount to nuke bomb level drug and fungus virus etc., you gotta like close the door just like a nuke bomb. That's why I felt nuke bomb when I went outside last summer, and that's that much. I'm telling you again, even when I was drugged, I'm way much sober than any kind of person. Even that athlete cannot be me in terms of clear mind. So if in that case you gotta like close your pore, your follicle with what? Oil. You gotta like close all your like pore, because your body is a small universe itself, entity. Let's just say entity. Try to exchange information with like outer space, which is environment. It's always like that. It's always like that. From the earth, the outer space, from the it applies to everything, every sector. That's the law of nature. Interaction. If you close your interaction, that's a nuke bomb. You gotta close the door. You gotta hide. That was the situation happened last summer and until now. But ever since they have spread tons of toxic chemical and all the bad shit, and even slamming the door sound is way much worse than fungus. Yeah, nature told me that's way much worse than fungus, to slamming the door sound. So lawyers, are you ready? We're gonna charge my neighbor for slamming the door harshly, including the police officer, very much higher than the fungus and the kind of toxic chemical infection, illegal, right? Anyway, so yeah, continue slamming the door. And then when you are like, when your crib is totally fine, when you feel totally safe, the nuke bomb is gone, okay? The war is ended. And you checked every single fucking room, the living room, kitchen, etc. It's totally fine. And when it's totally fine, you should not close the like follicle and pore, which is a pore, that long. Otherwise, when you close the door, your body is like killing all the bad bacteria. They cannot breathe. That's why my entire body was like it's not Matthew and Chekan who was killing bad bacteria. It's my cell. You are not my cell, okay? You are just like external drive. Remember that shit. Thomas Chekan and Matthew. And my body is like a small, it's like a Big Bang thing. Big Bang thing happened. I explained the other day, when you're like a fibromyalgia patient, you are so fucking sensitive because it is squeezing like dairy carrots. Right? Next video.